Hello from Slide Nerd and hello from Waves. In this vid, we are gonna print this weird looking pyramid or triangle or whatever you call this thing. Now, this is what it actually looks like, but if you remove all the spaces, it's gonna look like this, alright? So now we are gonna jump in and see how to think for this program and how to get this working. Now, whenever you see a problem like this, there are two things you need to calculate. One, how many spaces are there in each line, that is gonna give you some numbers, and again, how many columns are there in each line, alright? If you say each row over here. So here, if you guys can see, there is what you call one column, then there is three columns, then there is five columns, and then you have last but not the least, that's seven columns, alright? So what we need is, we actually need these numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7. These are the numbers we need for making the columns, alright? So let me go ahead, a for loop for printing the rows. I'll say 4. Since there are 4 rows, if you guys remember, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 rows, so I'm gonna put a for loop. Well, actually, let me start the other way. I'll say system.out.print. Now let me just print a simple number like 1 and show you what is happening, alright? So here I'll say 4 int j equals to 1, j less than equals 1, j plus plus. I'll take 3 over here, maybe something like that. Now this complete for loop is for printing columns. I'm sure you guys are wondering why I printed 3 over here. No, don't worry, we'll get into the specifics later. Just let's go ahead and put a new line over here by saying system.out.println. Alright. At this point, we have this entire code is for printing one complete row. One, like this complete row over here, fine. And now we need 4 such rows, right? So we are going to need another for loop. I'm going to say for int I equals to 1, I less than equals 4, I plus plus. Put this entire thing inside, right? Now if I go and run this, Control S, Shift F6, as you guys can see, 1 is being printed 3 times. It says 1 1 1, then it goes a new line because of this println statement. Again 1 1 1, 1 1 1 and 1 1 1, alright. So now we are going to modify this to make this. First things we need to observe is the number of columns over here. Now here, there's 1 column, 3 columns, 5 columns. So in this for loop, first we need 1, then we need 3, then we need 5, then we need 7, right? How are we going to do that? We can't do that actually. We need to make a variable over here by saying odd. We start this odd at 1, alright? And each time after the first row is done, 1 becomes 3, right? After 3 is done, 3 becomes 5, right? Over here. You guys see that? There's 3 becomes 5, and then it goes to the next row, it becomes 7. So after each complete row is printed, odd increases by 2, alright? Odd is odd plus 2. So now let's go ahead and run this and see what happens. Control S, Shift F6. As you guys can see, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, and so on, right? Now here we need to bring 2, 2, 3, and stuff like that. So let me go ahead and show you how that is done. Simply, if you print J, what happens is, you guys need to observe this. Print J over here, let's see what happens. Control S, Shift F6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. So if you print J simply, you have your variable that keeps going from 1 to maximum size of the odd, that is odd is 3 over here, so it goes from 1 to 3. Odd is 5 over here, so it goes to 1 to 5. But this is not what we want. We actually want things to start decreasing after reaching the middle, right? Now there are 5 columns over here, so after the middle column, which is the third column, things start decreasing. So what we do is we make another variable over here by saying int k equals to 0, alright? So now the question is how to find this middle point. Now here, if you remember, this is the third row, right? Yep, this is the third row. So here I is 3 in this case, right? I is 3, and if you guys can see at this value, j is also 3, right? So as long as j is less than I, you keep increasing, otherwise you keep decreasing. You guys getting the point? Simple, right? So what you do is you do something like this. You say if j is less than equals to I, increase k by k plus 1. We are using a separate variable because we cannot use j in this case. Otherwise, we say decrease k by 1, alright? Now instead of printing j, we are going to print k over here. And now you guys are going to see the magic. Control S, Shift F6, and there you go. 1, 1 to 1, 1 2 3 to 1, and 1 2 3 4 3 to 1. What happens is this: in the fourth, if you take any row, if you say the fourth row here, I is 4, right? So here j is less than I, j is less than I, j is less than I, and j is less than equals to I at this point. So here what happens is k keeps increasing, but after this point k keeps decreasing over here, and that is done by this k equals to k minus 1. So when we print k, this simply prints the pattern just like we want now. Now that with this part being done, let's go ahead and discuss how the spaces are put in this. If you guys remember, again, there are 3 spaces over here, 2 spaces over here, 1 space over here. So I'm going to start with 3 spaces. I'm going to say initially the number of spaces is 3, right? I'm going to say int number of spaces equals to 3 initially. Alright. Now remember, the spaces come before 1, right? They come before 1. That means they come before this entire thing, right? They come before this. So here we're going to go ahead and say for int j equals to 1, j less than equals number of spaces, and say j plus plus. Alright. So now here I have this point for the spaces thing. I'm going to say system dot, let me copy paste that. I'll say system dot print space. Alright. Now what happens is if you go and run this, see, let's see what happens. Control S, Shift F6. So you guys can see there are 3 spaces. It says okay, number of spaces is 3 over here, fine. It says print a space, print another space, and the new line is over here, right? So it's gonna print the space, and then it's gonna immediately go inside this loop, and it's gonna print this value of k, and then it's gonna go to this new line over here. But this is not what we want, right? We want 3 spaces here, and then we want 2 spaces here, then we want 1 space over here. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna do something simple. We are gonna decrease the number of spaces each time. Alright, we're saying a number of spaces minus 1. This is what we are going to do after each row. If you see here, when this one complete row is printed, the number of spaces was 3, then it becomes 2. So in the next row we reduce this by saying number of spaces minus 1. So let me go ahead and run this. Control S, Shift F6. As you guys can see, it's done, it's over. So now here's the relationship. If you guys see 4 over here, this becomes 3, right? So if you put something like 7 over here, this becomes 6. Let me verify that. Control S, Shift F6. As you guys can see, it's perfectly working. So in general, if you have say a variable called size equals to say 9, so here what I do is I put size over here, alright, and I put size minus 1 over here. The number of spaces is 1 less than the number of rows that you want to print. So let me go ahead and run this. Control S, Shift F6. So as you guys can see over here, the complete output is coming perfectly. So here what you need to do is when you ask input from the user, make sure you take it in a variable called size. Make sure the number of spaces is size minus 1, and there you go ahead. So if you like what you saw, please subscribe to my channel, comment, let me know what you think about this. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys later. Have a nice day.